Bringer of Rain here, folks. Just wanted to talk about this Freddie Roach news that's come out. The fact that he's offering sparring partners $1,000 if they can drop Manny Pacquiao has caused some fans to be up in arms a little bit. They're concerned that Freddie Roach is damaging Manny Pacquiao, that this will be counterproductive to August 21st, that putting more hard wear and tear on his body and in sparring doesn't make sense for a 42-year-old who's about to be in the fight of his life come August 21st. Now, I understand people's perspectives on that. I think it's understandable why some might be worried about this, but what I think some people need to realize is that he's not fighting some Adrian Broner like you see in this video here. He's fighting one of the best guys pound for pound who, quite frankly, is going to have that Margarito-esque. Now, I know people are tired of the Margarito comparisons, but bear with me. What I'm saying is he's going to have the Margarito mentality of front foot, aggressive, and, a complete unwillingness to back down. And Spence is going to have that similar mentality. He's going to want to match Manny Pacquiao's intensity and his aggressiveness. Don't expect Spence to fight like Broner here, be on his back foot, trying to pot shot, trying to set traps, but failing. No. Spence is going to bring the kitchen sink, and Manny needs to be prepared for that. And quite frankly, I'm with Coach Freddie on this one. I think he's doing the right thing, bringing in the requisite sparring partners that can match that aggression and try to take Pacquiao out. That actually is what he needs, because I guess there's a chance that Pacquiao could get hurt in sparring, but if he gets hurt in sparring, then that's just a pure sign that he's not ready for Errol Spence at all and should retire. If he's going to be ready for Errol Spence come August 21st, he needs to pass this challenge in sparring and in training camp. And if he can't exceed that challenge, then quite frankly, he shouldn't be in that fight, period. So for the people who are worried that Pac-Man will be damaged and it won't be good for him to have this kind of mentality in sparring from his sparring mates, then I think what you're basically saying is that Pacquiao will not win the fight, that he's not going to be ready, because if he's going to beat Spence, this is the kind of preparation he needs. The more challenge in training camp, the better. And I'm with Freddie here. It's an old school tactic, but I think it needs to be employed for this one, because I've been trying to tell people here for a while, I'm a Pacquiao fan. I'm definitely rooting for him, but he's going to need to bring all he's got. Don't be mistaken and think that Errol Spence is somehow a mixture of Chris Algieri and Antonio Margarito. I've been puzzled by some of the comments from people who watch my videos, and I'm grateful for them tuning in, don't get me wrong. But I've heard a lot of comparisons to these two guys, Margarito and Algieri, as if Spence is somehow a mixture of the both of those. Guys, don't be fooled. Don't be naive. I understand Errol Spence has a very aggressive style. I understand he can sometimes be flat-footed, and perhaps his head's on a line. You don't see the head move too well. But the man did beat Sean Porter and Danny Garcia, two top welterweights, and he's not some bum. He's not going to be a guy who you can walk over. I mean, arguably, this guy wants to move up to 154 and even 160 one day. This is a huge challenge, so don't take it lightly. But I want to just pump the brakes a little bit on some of the fans concerned about Pacquiao overtraining or getting overworked in sparring. Freddie's been doing this a long time, guys, one of the best trainers in boxing history, and he knows Manny very well. And I think he knows what he has to do to get Manny prepared for the pending war that's coming on August 21st. I mean, like I said in my last video, he's even sending certain sparring partners home who are not cutting it. I've heard in training camp there's been at least one guy that wasn't bringing it, and Freddie Roach sent him packing. That's the sense of urgency in training camp that's going on right now. They understand the danger that's looming, and I think fans need to be grateful that they have a guy like Coach Freddie who's able to guide Manny Pacquiao in the right direction. But so far from what I've seen, I think it's Pac-Man exceeding expectations. I've heard nothing but glowing praises from the sparring partners and Freddie himself. And just watching Manny so far with less than a month to go, it looks like he is a little bit leaner than his last fight. His last fight, I think he was like 146 and a half, almost 147. I think Manny Pacquiao might actually be a pound or a pound and a half under that because he's looking a little bit leaner. We might see that same type of mentality of in and out, using his footwork to get in and out of the pocket fast before Errol Spence can respond. Similar kind of style to the Margarito fight. Now, that's the last time I'm going to mention that. I hate that I keep mentioning that fight. But anyway, guys, what do you think about this mentality in sparring? Will it affect him positively or negatively? I think it's actually what he needs to get ready. But you guys tell me your thoughts. Anyway, folks, Bringer of Rain checking out.